The sector plan is taking an area that was last planned 32 years ago, and it's taking another look at it and proposing potential new streets, potential new development, new shops, new open spaces, new parks, new plazas, new pedestrian ways and bikeways, to an area that was essentially developed as a car-oriented area or suburb 30, 40 years ago.
Well, this week we have a number of different sessions during the week where we have the community and we have developers and property owners coming in and talking to us about their wish list, but also concerns, considerations that they have. And we're trying to map all those down into one consolidated framework plan before we go into a visioning session, which really starts to look at individual properties and could look at roads, could look at environment, a number of different land uses within that plan area.
I think it's a great community. The West, there's a lot of great amenities, great. I grew up and went to the Giant all the time growing up here, and there are a lot of stores and banks, the dry cleaners, the banks, and all the sort of a lot of different amenities along River Road and Westbard. So it made it convenient for the residents who live in the surrounding areas.
The focus, first of all, which the Planning Board in Montgomery County is doing right, is getting opinions of the stakeholders.
Well, I'm very interested in the changes that might be possible in the neighborhood. I live just up the street on River Road, so I have a lot of interest in the commercial, in the green spaces, in the transportation, access to the DC area and beyond.
Where we try to bring everybody together, all the stakeholders, the landowners, the agencies, the business owners, the homeowners, and the people who shop here, together in 1 week to get all their ideas out on the table. Get them talking to each other, get them working together. Often the planning process involves meeting separately with all these different groups at different times over a long period of time, and we never get that synthesis of ideas that takes place when they all come together. So in one day, you can do the work of maybe 2 or 3 months.
The community input is extremely important in this whole process, and that's one of the reasons that we did a week-long charrette, so that we could engage a group that may not be able to come to the night meetings, but also come to the breakfast series that we have, but also engage with staff and different stakeholders in this entire visioning process. So it's a week-long event, and it's something that's really engaged and engaged for the entire community.
It's going great. We get a lot of excitement, a lot of people coming and volunteering and contributing their ideas. So I think it's going really well.
Oh, the hope is that, as I mentioned before, that we take care of some of the issues that we have now, possibly in terms of some of the traffic issues and some of the zoning issues in terms of what Equity One will be doing with the development. So there's just a lot of challenges ahead for Westbard.
My hope for Westbard is that it is maintained as a diverse, or you can even become more diverse, but safe and active area. That we really have. That we were able to maintain ourselves as a community there and integrate new people into the community.
As I said, my hope would be a diverse community with different housing types, a vibrant community. I think there's opportunities for. One of the things we talked about was civic area, community area for people, or even an area for nonprofit offices, nonprofit village type thing. And so I think there's just a lot of opportunities to create more, do more for the community, create some green space, create some different housing types, and have a very diverse and vibrant community.